Hey, it's your girl Nate, and I just want to say, I'm sorry in advance. Just to continue on with the previous story, because I'm filming this all at once. Sam and Jaden met each other, like in the beginning of the school year, but I didn't see them really become close until the second semester. And when they met each other, they were both awkward. It was very obvious that, like, Jaden didn't know how to talk to Sam, Sam didn't know how to talk to Jaden. It was just kind of like a, y'all are weird, but okay. Jaden was still in the mindset of like, oh, I'm single, I can do whatever, and blah, 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 blah. And I don't blame them for that. Like I said before, Jaden was playing the game, Sam just got played, which, dumb on you. It wasn't just me, Jaden, Sam. It was a bunch of our friends, and we would all sit together at lunch and just hang out with each other. And we were all in different majors, so we wouldn't hang out with each other then. But we would hang out with each other at lunch, and Sam would sit next to Jaden, and my best friend would sit by me, and we just all be talking and stuff. And we like see them flirting together, and we'd be like, ooh, they gonna get together. And like, it wasn't a problem in the beginning, but at this point, I didn't like Jaden, but Sam was my friend, and I didn't really care. So I was like, Sam started talking about Jaden a little bit more and being like, so what do you think of Jaden? And I was very upfront, and I was like, I don't like Jaden. And they were like, but why? They're so cute, and they're so funny, and they're so nice. I'm like, to you, but just they're not who you think they are. And Sam was like, whatever. Sam was very head over heels, which, bad idea. Literally everyone in 8th grade was like, I'm not dealing with nobody because we finna to go to high school. And that was just it. When Sam started to show a little bit of interest in Jaden, we'd go to theater class, and I'd be like, so what's up with you and Jaden? And they'd be like, oh, well, Jaden gave me their number, and we were talking, and blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, ooh, get it. But then when I would talk to Jaden, Jaden would be like, oh yeah, I'm not interested. And hey now, if you're not interested, you're not interested. Whatever. Where I kind of get involved, I shouldn't be involved in none of that, but where I kind of get involved is I was nice to Jaden because we all hang out together. There's no sense of me fighting with them constantly. I don't mess with them. So Sam knew that I was cool with Jaden and I was in Jaden's class. So Sam would be like, hey, can you talk to Jaden for me, or like see what Jaden's feeling? Now, me being a nice person, I'm like, sure. And then Jaden would be like, what is Sam doing? Because like, I'm not into them like that, and blah, 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 blah. And this went on for January, February, March, April, May, June, because we got out of school in June. So about 6 months. Everyone knew that Sam was into Jaden, because when I say Sam would treat Jaden like they were royalty. Like, if Jaden needed anything, Sam, I got it, I'll do it, blah, 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 blah. Like, no matter what it was, no matter what happened, no matter if they had something to do, it was always, if Jaden needs it, Sam was right there to do it for him. When Sam needed something, Jaden was kind of like, okay, that's one of your friends. And Sam was very easily manipulated because Sam didn't get a lot of attention from a lot of people, but Jaden did, or Jaden wanted to get attention from a lot of people. They were one of them. That's just the T-sis. Kind of looked like when Sam got a little bit of attention from one person, it was like, oh, I need you, like I need you. And just don't act like that, because that just opens the door for people to manipulate you. And that's exactly what Jaden did. Jaden played the game. Jaden saw that whatever they needed, Sam would do for them, and just took advantage of that. More and more, whenever I would have a conversation with Sam, it would always turn to Jaden. Like, no matter what, it would just be like, oh, how you doing today? Oh, I'm fine, but Jaden, blah, 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 blah. And when it comes to my friends, I like listen to you ramble on about your boo thing or whatever, but it comes to a point where it's like, okay, just ask them out, because obviously, like, if y'all are talking every day, they're flirting with you, just go for it. I want to put into perspective with you. When I say flirting, I don't mean like, oh, ha, ha, ha. Like, Jaden and Sam all over each other. Like, not to put Jaden's business out there, but we would be sitting at the lunch table, and Jaden would like be rubbing all up on Sam and touching them, and like all up in their neck and all up on their cheek and all up in their face in front of everyone, and we're just kind of like, gonna eat my spaghetti now. Jaden would give him enough to keep him on the line, but not enough to make him be like, oh yeah, we're together. So Jaden would like rub up on them and touch up on them and like, oh my god, you're so this, but I only love you as a sibling. And then Sam would be very frustrated because Sam would be like, oh my god, Jaden's doing blah 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 blah. And I'm like, well, obviously if they keep saying that they only like you as a sibling, maybe you should just like back off. But hey, that's Sam's prerogative. Everyone knew that like Sam and Jaden had something going on, like they were always together. But Jaden would still be flirting with other people, and people would go to Sam and be like, hey, you know Jaden's flirting with other people. And Sam would be like, oh, no they're not. Like kind of oblivious to it, and we'd be like, okay Sam. One day, me and Sam were in theater, and they kind of turned around and they were like, Nay, can you do me a favor? I'm like, sure. They say, can you ask Jaden if they like me? And me already knowing the answer, I was like, they don't. But they were like, no, just please ask, It's like, whatever. Since me and Jaden were already in class together, I looked over at Jaden the next day. I was like, Jaden, are you into Sam? And Jaden was like, ew, no. I like Sam as a sibling. And I was like, well, that's that. So I go to Sam, I'm like, hey Sam, they said that they only like you as a sibling and they're not into you. And Sam was like, devastated. They were like, oh no, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, I mean, like, be sad, like, whatever, but cut them off. Like, obviously they're trying to play with your emotions and manipulate you. There's no sense of you staying in that relationship. It's toxic. They just said that they only like Sam as a sibling. I was kind of like, okay, whatever, that's the end of it. No, it wasn't, because that same day at lunch, Jaden was all over Sam, like touching their butts and all types of stuff. And I was like, I don't do that with my sibling. I don't know what type of siblings you be having, but I don't do that with my sibling. I confront Sam about it. I'm like, Sam, Jaden said that they only liked you as a sibling, and now they're like touching all over you. Like, you need to get that under control. And they say, oh, well, maybe they just changed their mind, which... So I went and I told them about how this is Jaden's thing. Like, Jaden will always play with people's emotions and then just like leave them. And Sam was like, oh no, but they won't do that to me. But they're so sweet and they're so this and they're so that. And I'm like, whatever. 8th grade formal or 8th grade prom rolls around, and Sam really, really wants to ask or be asked by Jaden. And Jaden is going with this other person. And the person was cute. Like, they just were. And at this point, Jaden knew that Sam really liked them, but Jaden would do this thing where, honestly, smart on them. Jaden would be at lunch and flirt with Sam a little bit, but then would turn around to us and be like, oh my god, my my formal date is so cute, and they're so this, and they're so that, and Sam would just be sitting there like, but you were just flirting. Again, I'm not really blaming Jaden for it. Y'all weren't together, y'all weren't committed. It's not Jaden's fault that Sam couldn't just let you go. But dumb on Sam. They would get into arguments because Sam would be like, why are you doing this? And you know that I like you. And Jaden would be like, I can't believe that you're doing this to me. Like, you treat me so bad. And it got to the point where Jaden told Sam that Sam treated them bad. And Sam believed them, which is just false. It's false information. Sam treated Jaden amazingly. Like, whatever they needed, compliments on the daily, good morning, good afternoon calls, like, whatever Jaden needed, Sam was there. However, Jaden, being manipulative, told Sam, oh, well, you make fun of me, and you never stick up for me, and you never have my back, which is a lie. Sam just kind of was like, oh my god, I'm so sorry, let me make it up to you. Let me do this for you, let me do that for you. And we're all just kind of looking like, this? Formal comes, and, you know, Jaden walks in with their boo, or their date, and introduces them to everyone. It's like, hey, this is so-and-so, hey, this is so-and-so. And we're like, hey, and the date was cute. So then Sam sees, and Sam gets all booty hurt, and Sam's kind of just like sitting there not doing anything, and Jaden leaves their date and goes and dances with Sam, but then tells Sam, okay, I'm gonna go be with my cute date now. And that's suspect, like, honestly. Graduation happens and it's summertime, and it's like June, and me and Sam are still friends. I stopped talking to Jaden because they were so annoying. And I'm talking to Sam, I'm like, hey, are you still trying to text Jaden? Like, just stop. It's not gonna work out. And if it does work out, it's gonna be a bad relationship. And they're like, oh no, I'm not gonna text them, I'm not gonna call them, they're terrible, they're awful. And during the summer they were talking to someone else, and I was like, oh, okay, good, you're finally gonna get over it. So then 9th grade happens, and they go to the same school. I go to a different school on a complete other, like, side of town, whatever, what have you. However, me and Sam are still kind of in contact, and my best friend goes to their school, and some of my other friends go to their school. I hear from someone that Sam and Jaden are dating. I'm like, when I tell you all throughout the summer, it was like, hate Jaden, Jaden's awful, Jaden's this, Jaden's that, Jaden's blah, 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 blah. And now they're together. I'm like, I think that Jaden went to high school thinking that they were going to get so much attention from so many people, and they just didn't. And they kept Sam in their little back pocket and was like, whatever, I'll just keep you around. And like, I know the type of person Jaden is. Jaden was gonna cheat on them. Like, it was inevitable. There was an entire fight that happened between Sam and I, but that's gonna be in my next video, and that's how we had like our falling out and stuff. But basically what I had heard was, like I said, my friend Mistress and Jaden went to church together, and in church they had like little camps and stuff. Sam told Mistress and this other person, hey, watch out for Jaden while you guys are in camp, and tell me what happens. Now, if you don't trust the person that you're supposedly in love with and they love you too, to not cheat on you at church, that is a problem. Like, I will never be caught dead being like, hey, watch out for so-and-so just to, and let me know if something happens. Like, you're with them, so why are you worried about them being with another person? It's just another person was like, okay, Sam, well, watch out for Jaden. So in the church camp, they have like little field trips and stuff. So what had happened was, Jaden at church was all up on this one person, and the person was like feeling him too. And they was on the bus to go somewhere, and they had their legs all over them and touching them and all types of stuff. And when they got to the place, Jaden and the other person went off, and what I was told was they went to make out, which that's cheating. Like, if you're with someone and you go make out with someone at like a church camp, that's cheating. It wasn't a surprise to me. I knew that Jaden was going to cheat on Sam. Then another time that Jaden cheated on Sam was again at church, and it was another person, and they were like kissing and touching all up on them. Some people don't count cheating as flirting, but you know, obviously Sam was upset by it, and Sam counted that as cheating. What Jaden did was, instead of Jaden owning up to their mistakes and being like, I'm sorry, Jaden said to Sam, how could you get someone to watch out for me? You don't trust me? I thought you loved me. Playing the victim again. So that was only 2 times that I know of that Jaden cheated on Sam, but there's a 3rd time that my friend told me about, and I don't know about it, so I'm not going to speak on it, but all I know is it was most likely more than twice, because everyone was like, oh yeah, Sam was having such a bad month, and they were all sad and depressed. If you're with someone and they're constantly breaking your trust, but then playing victim and then claiming that you don't love them, and it's making you so upset to the point that for an entire month they're the only person who's making you depressed, leave the relationship. That person is toxic, and they obviously don't love you. Say you're eating something, and every time you eat it, you get sick. Are you going to keep eating the thing no matter how good it tastes? No. You stop eating the thing to make yourself feel better. However, you know, Jaden being Jaden, played the victim, manipulated Sam, and now Sam is all confused as to why everyone thinks that they can get with Jaden. Like, Sam, you're allowing Jaden to do all of this to you, but Sam always gets mad at me if I call them out on it, which me and Sam don't really talk anymore, and I don't like Jaden. So hopefully both of them watch this video. Hey, but just to anyone in a type of relationship like that, it's not going to work out. It never does, it never will, and it's never gonna work out. That's just it. Like, there's nothing else to say about that type of situation. If you are with someone, whether it be a friend, family member, person you're in a relationship with, if they are causing you so much stress to the point where you can no longer take it anymore and it is affecting you on your day-to-day basis, you don't have to have a relationship with them. You don't need that person. Just go away. The next video would be the argument that I had with Sam, because me and Jaden didn't really have an argument. I just stopped talking to them. Make sure you like, comment, click the subscribe button, and share it to anyone that you know is in a bad relationship, whether it be a friendship or anything like that. Just in case you need to hear it, leave. Get out right now. It's the end of you. Yeah, just leave the relationship. I promise you, you're gonna feel so much better. I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.